guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Nancy from nancybadillo.com, and today I'm doing an Etsy critique on the shop called Pause with Style Shop. The owner is Dania. So hi Dania, thank you for letting me do a critique on your shop. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first impression I had going into your shop is so pretty. I have two dogs, so I could kind of relate with your items. I could kind of see already some items that I personally might buy from your shop actually for my dogs. So you have a really cute store. I like your logo. Oops, I apologize. I like your logo. I like that your brand is cohesive. I like your timeline. I like all the little different dogs that have the bow tie and the little bandana, and you have pictures of different dogs, and some are similar, and they're so cute. So I do like that you're showcasing the dogs wearing the actual bandana. It's inviting. You have a really cute picture here. You have a tagline, which I like. So yeah, so far it looks really, really cute. Um, I like that you have a little announcement. It could be a little bit longer, I would say. Try to fit in some of those targeted keywords in here as well that would drive some organic traffic to your shop, whether it's from Etsy search or from Google or Bing or any other search engine. It's important that once you have the right targeted keywords, that you use them in your announcement, you use them in your tags, you use them in your categories, you use them in your title, listing descriptions, and then on the bottom where you're supposed to put all 13 tags. So that's just a little on-page SEO factor that you could play. So let's go ahead. I did a review on, let me see, it was this listing here, the tropical bandana. So right here, sorry about that. So I did a review on this one. I do think that your pictures are really good. The first thing that people do take notice when they go to, before they even go to your store, before they click a picture, is the actual picture of that particular listing. So you have to make sure that your pictures are clear, that you don't have dark backgrounds or shadows. So you're doing a really good job with your pictures. They're clear, they're easy to see what you're getting. On this particular one, my only suggestion would be, if your first picture, I would have a dog wearing the bandana, because for someone that maybe is not familiar that you can actually buy a bandana for a dog, or they never seen it, they might just browse through it without even thinking twice. But if you see a dog wearing it, you might even stop and say, oh, that's kind of cute, let me click on it, even though you weren't particularly looking for that product at that moment. I think that would be my only suggestion, is to add a picture, the first picture, maybe of the dog wearing that bandana. And then the second, this is great. The third, how it opens up, that's amazing. And then how you could flip it over and reverse it, maybe even put here reversible, or has two different styles, like put like a little text. And then I like the way that you have it here, like, how you could tie it on, roll up, snap on, slip onto collar. So it's really, really useful. I like how you did this. Well, I would also add at the end of the images like a call to action. You could say, click below to look the listing description. Click below to learn more about this reversible bandana. Or whatever else you want to include, made out of such and such. Click below for more information. So something like that to kind of make the potential buyer stay longer in your Etsy shop and potentially even buy from you, because now they're reading the listing description, so therefore learning more about your product. But I do think that you make good use of your pictures. I'll add a couple more. Try to use 10 if you can. If not, as close as you can. You do show off the product in different details, which is really nice. I do think that you did a good job with leaving the back of it white, because it's already a colorful bandana. So it would have probably distracted the eye if you had like a color in the back. I do think that your pictures are cropped in a complimentary way, that it looks nice. It's not getting cut off when I look at it in the main picture. So that's really, really good. And you have your thumbnails in your photo in the middle. So that's perfect. So my only suggestion, maybe add a dog in the first picture, and that will catch more people's attention of knowing exactly what they're looking at. So let's go ahead and talk about how you get found and SEO and all the fun stuff. So after looking at this listing, I'm glad that you mentioned to me in my email that you are using XRank. I highly recommend it because it does help you a lot to find keywords and targeted keywords and what's working and what's not working. You could kind of change the keywords around. You do have a lot of keywords that are in red, like these here are very high. That means it's very competitive keywords. You have medium competition, and then you have this one here that's low. But the reason why this one's low in competition is because it was misspelled incorrectly. So a lot of times keywords that are misspelled incorrectly have low competition, but it doesn't mean that people are not looking for it. People are probably typing it in this way because accessory is an easy word that people can misspell. Unfortunately, if it's very low, like let's say you look this up in Etsy, and when people search for it or how many listings there are, it's not a lot of them. I recommend just fixing the word, but make sure you check first to see if pet accessories high in competition or not. But it might not be worth keeping. So for instance, it's not worth keeping because, oh, well, this is spelled correctly. See, so if you fix it, it's 214,000 people using that same keyword. So it's not a good keyword to use. It's going to be too high in competition. If you keep it how you had it, which is with the misspelling, there's 1,593 listings that have it misspelled. And that's the reason why XRank is pulling it as a low keyword. Now you have the option, right, to keep it that way. I personally wouldn't put this in the title because for someone that doesn't understand SEO and their potential buyer, they might be like, oh, she misspells. I'm not buying from her shop. However, is it going to maybe get you some traffic? It might get you some traffic because one is low competition and it seems like a lot of people are typing it in that way. Unfortunately, that it does happen. I have in my blog keywords that when I did the research is common keywords that people misspell. So I just put them in my keyword tag where nobody sees them, like a potential customer. But there are people searching for that. I organically hit for it and I get traffic from it. So it's like a, do you use it or not? It's up to you. But I wouldn't necessarily, when you are doing your listing and let's say you're fixing your keywords, I wouldn't necessarily put it up here because then somebody might judge you on it on like, oh, they misspelled even though you did it on purpose. So that would be my only suggestion. I do recommend changing your keywords because, for instance, if you like this is too broad. Summer what? Like summer could be anything. Summer, I mean, if you type in summer here, it's gonna come up with a whole bunch of different things. You see, summer dress, summer palm garlands, little baskets. It's too broad. And if I was looking for a dog, a bandana for a dog, I would never type summer. Maybe I would put a summer bandana, maybe, but I wouldn't just type in the word summer. It's too broad, and therefore, look at the research results. You are competing with a million other people for that keyword, so therefore, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be harder for you to rank organically, which is when you don't pay any advertising and somebody finds you for that keyword. And then if you ever run an ad and you want for that ad to compete, you're gonna be paying a lot of price. You're gonna be paying a high premium for you to get a buyer to go to your store because it's a bid. It's almost like everybody's competing for that keyword. So now instead of charging you 10 cents per click, they could charge you $7 per click if they really wanted to. I don't think Etsy goes that high, but if you were to do regular ads like Facebook ads, or if you did PPC ads, you would notice that the keywords are very, very popular. Are you always going to pay so much more? And it could range from $15 a keyword to $5 a keyword because per click, I'm sorry, because of the volume that everybody's competing with. So you want to keep that in mind. I would just use either XRank to find other keywords With XC what's nice about it is that you just go to, so let me go back here so kind of talk about it. So you go here and you put pet bandana. Is that how you spell it? Bandana? Sorry. Had a long day today. Yes, it's spelled right. So you put it in there and it's going to spit out all these keywords. Obviously, it's a competitive niche. So it's going to be a little bit hard to find keywords, but it's not impossible. I mean, I'm in a competitive niche as well, which is weddings, and I still sell a lot. So you can make it happen. It's just being creative and like paint like putting the time to find keywords. It's tedious, but at the end when you start making more money, it's gonna be worth it. So just keep doing that. Like right here, flannel dog bandana. That would be a good one. So what you could do is create a list of keywords and you can kind of start writing the keywords down. And based on your design, you put that particular keyword. Now, if it's medium competition in yellow, I would try to do anywhere below 5,000 because even if you're competing with 9,000 people for a keyword, it's very hard to rank organically. So even if your keywords are all medium in your store, is almost like hard to get a sale from it. You will rank when you do an ad, it will be cheaper and you will be in first place of search results, which is a nice thing, but it will be really hard for you to compete organically. So I would say try to find keywords that are low or medium, low to medium. But if you do medium, let them be under 5,000, like something like this, like cute dog bandana that's under 5,000. This one would be like a little bit too high in my opinion. Now, if you don't find anything and you've done research after research after research, maybe use that one as the last wording that as the last keyword that you need. But just do the research. You will find other ones that you can use that are lower. Like this one will be okay. The plaid bandana. You see this one, you could do something like this. If you want to use the word summer, you could do summer dog bandana, but don't put just summer because, in my opinion, I don't think no one searches that way. If you get found that way by coincidence and you rank for it, okay, great, but it's just better to be more specific on your product than just putting summer, fall. Like it just doesn't work that way. It wouldn't work that great for you in terms of sales and getting found. Flannel pet bandana is good. Southwestern, I don't know what that would be, but bandana. So you got to keep coming in here. Pet accessories, that one is the misspelled one. That's why it's low competition. Santa dog bandana, if you have something like that. Food bandana, if you have something like that. Another thing you could do is that next time that you're going to do a bandana, instead of doing it first and then doing the research, you should always do the research first and then do the bandana. So if let's say watermelon bandana comes up and a lot of people are searching for watermelon bandana, food bandana, fruits bandana, those are all keywords that you will put. So that seems like a bandana that you might make a lot of money from. So it's always better to do the SEO portion first before you do your design. You shouldn't do the design first and then be like, okay, let me look for the keywords, because you waste more time doing that way. If you do the SEO portion first and you get all the great keywords out, then you do your work, you do the design, then you upload it, and you'll make more sales that way. And you'll have a store that you're actually selling versus you just trying to make anything that's trending, but then everybody else is doing it too, so it's overpopulated and oversaturated. So you want to keep playing with this. If you go to the end of this and you still haven't found other wordings that match that particular listing, then just play up here. Just put pet bandana, pet accessory bandana, bandana for pets, bandana for animals. Keep playing with it, and you'll start getting more and more and more keywords. But you have to do the work, and it's a little tedious, like I said earlier, but it will be worth it in the long run, because ultimately what you want to do is increase your sales, and SEO plus the picture is vital for your sales. Now, once, let's say you do the research, you say, okay, I did the research, I got all my new keywords that I'm going to put in. You want to put in the most important ones in the front. It's like a SEO factor that they have. So It has more influence if you put the keywords that are most important in the front, and then all the rest on the on the back end. You're not going to fit all your keywords, as you probably already know. You did an exceptional job. You did a great job here. We put in all your keywords. You have to change them. That's all. That's the only thing. But you are doing this correctly. And you put the way that you know the most important keywords here is based on the number, like this. You have to pay attention to this here and this. So let's say this one is a compatible one, this one here, and that one. So if I was to do these three, I would put it in this order. I would put this one first because is less competition. I would put this one second, and then this one third. And that's because there's more competition on this one than there is on this one. So I would rather get more traffic. I'm most likely going to get more traffic from this one here when someone's going to search than this one because there's more competition. So that's how I narrow it down. You could do it either way, but or another trick is if you find a keyword that exactly describes your bandana and it's still low competition, then you will put that one first regardless. So let's say this was a skull dog bandana and that's exactly what you're selling. You will put that one first, even if another one might say skulls for dogs, accessories, right? You would still put this one because it describes your item to the T and it's a low competition. So that would be the first one in your tag. Once you put all your keywords here, you want to make sure that you put your keywords in the first 90 words. You have done a good job with this because you do have your keywords here. This is how I do it as well. The only downside of doing it this way, I would say that I am guilty of it, is that when somebody Googles your listing on, let's say I put in on Google, tropical dog bandana, this is what they see. And this is a snippet of your listing description up here. So they're seeing basically all your keywords jumbled together. So this is called meta description. This is the title, and then this is the link to your Etsy shop. So down here, what you should have is looking for cute bandanas for your dog. Get this beautiful tropical dog bandana. Make sure the keywords in there. For your dog, we also have the option as a reversible, 2 colors. That's what you should have here. It shouldn't be keyword, 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 keyword. Ultimately, that's the goal, to put in as many keywords in there so you could, get a lot of traffic. But the main keyword that you use in the beginning, you want to have it here as well. So you kind of have that right now, you see? So you're doing a good job with that. But what I would say is you have to have an enticing meta description. That when somebody reads it, they understand what they're clicking on, what they're gonna see, and enticing enough that they want to click on it to buy your product. So you want to make sure that you put that there. And this is like a snippet, and this here is simply this part right here. That's what they're seeing, and then the price just pops up because that's the price. So that's my suggestion. Make sure that you change your titles, your tags. Put all the new keywords here, put them here, sprinkle the keywords around your listing description, and make sure that you use all 13 tags. You did a good job with the category. You are putting it in the right category. If you ever confused about what category, there's a category tool that you could put in pet bandana, and it will tell you where to put that pet bandana, like what categories you should put it on. In case you have a listing that maybe not necessarily your store here, but if you ever open a second store or you're a little confused on where you should place the item, it does tell you. So just in case for future reference. So let's go ahead and move on to the listing description, which is like the third most important thing. The listing description is basically what I tell everybody is what the customer reads, the potential customer reads. It should answer any and every question the potential customer might have. You want to make sure that you include the size, how to order, returns, refunds, how to contact you, if it comes in different colors, if any feature about it, reversible, anything like that. I will also advise to put this into sections so it doesn't look like large paragraphs. You could do little emojis, or you could even do like little doggy emojis. If you were to Google emoji keyboard, I don't know if you ever seen it on a computer. I actually use it for my regular job. And for my clients, or some of my clients are fun, and you go here and you download this. I have it installed on my computer, but I think you can also just go to the website. This is one of them here, and you could actually copy these emojis and you could use them for your listing. Let me see how this one works, because I have a different one, but it's the same thing ultimately. Let's see, you could search. Okay, right there. So you see you could copy this emoji here, like a little doggy. Let's see, leech. No, there's nothing leech. Star. Or you could do like a little star. But you could copy an emoji, right? And then you go to your listing. And you could put, like you have here sizing. You could put like a little star. And that way they know, oh, this is a new paragraph with something different. For instance, I have it in my store. Let me show you. Oops, I apologize. So for instance, I have like little hearts, you see? And I kind of separate it with the hearts. And it looks more cleaner to read. So you want to do that, because I think that it does break it down a little bit more into sections. And it does make it a lot easier to follow versus when you have like chunks and then like a line of information, another chunk. You don't have to use emojis. You could just do like a little astro, or you could do like a little dash here to kind of separate it. But I would do that. I would you done a good job with explaining what they get and the measurements and based on the size. So this is good information that you have here. And you have the one for the custom one. So overall, really good job. You have a hyperlink at the end that takes them back to your homepage, which is, oh, actually, I'm sorry. What I meant to say was, this is good that you have your Instagram, but you want to include your regular page. So you will go to your right here. You will copy this from here down, so you don't have to copy like this UTM. You just copy this from here down, and you will put that at the bottom of your listing. The reason why is because a lot of times when people finish reading this, they will click on back, and then that usually takes them out of your store. So you want to keep them longer in your store. So normally if you have this on the bottom, it will be a hyperlink right now. The reason why Instagram is not a hyperlink, because it's linking to a different website, and Etsy doesn't allow you to put your Instagram here. So if you were to put your Etsy store here, it will become like this, hyperlink. That means that you could click on it and it will open a page. If you put your Instagram or Facebook or anything else that's not Etsy related, it will not become a hyperlink. So to be honest, what I would do is I wouldn't even do all this. I would say follow us on social media and maybe have Instagram and just the handle name, Facebook and the handle name, or whatever social media platforms, because this doesn't work, and I doubt it somebody's gonna copy and paste this. A lot of people wouldn't even know how to do it. So I would just put the handle name, which is this right here only. But put your link right here for your homepage. Other than that, it's pretty good. I would, break this down into sections, make it look a little bit easier on the eye, more friendly user to read. You do have a lot of great information, which is awesome, and you are explaining your product. So that's a great thing. You're doing more than majority of people. So that's really, really good. And then another thing was your reviews. I was kind of looking through them. Um, you everybody seems very happy with your product, with your service. So whatever you're doing a really good job. Keep up with it, because people are very satisfied with your services. So in that sense, I didn't have anything to add, because obviously it seems like your customer service and your product is really good. So that's up to part. Your updates, this is really, really cute. I think that the fact that you took time to take pictures like this, I mean, they're adorable. This is like, especially this one, I feel like is Instagram. Like, I love Instagram. So, and this one, oh my God, like, this is what I was saying. Like, your pictures should have this. The main picture should have this one with the tropical bandana, and then every other picture should have the regular pictures. But this will catch my attention more than just the bandana, because if I see it on a dog, I might be like, oh, that's kind of cute. But if I just see it and glance at it, I might not even like look at it again. So I like the fact with I like the pictures with the dogs. I think they will work a little bit more for your favor. And your pictures, I mean, I was looking at them. They're so cute. Like you've done such a good job. I think the only one I not that I didn't care, but was a little dark was this one. I felt like it had like a little shadow. Um, but even this is so cute, like the way you did it. I love these colorful ones here with the little fruits and avocado. I mean, it's so cute. So yeah, I mean, it's super cute, and these are great for Instagram and Pinterest as well, by the way. You have all your links attached here, which is great. So here it does let you do that because this is where you add your stuff at. Shop member, make sure you add your picture here. You could use the same one you have on the top right corner up here. So you could do that same picture. I would just add it again, just in case somebody scrolled through your about me and was looking at everything else and missed the picture on the top. They could at least see it here. It builds credibility. It builds trustworthiness. So I would add it there. Um, Shipping is a little short in my opinion. I will add a little bit more information if you can. Um, Only because the more information, this is like the most important part to do, like your store. It's like, to me, it's like the hardest part and kind of boring, if I could say. But it's like the most important part because that's what there are people out there that are diligent at reading every single thing before they make a buy, before they shop. So for those people, this is very useful. There's people out there that don't read and they just buy, and then later on they email you with questions. So you're gonna get both buyers. But in order, so in order to please the buyer that does read, I will add all the information, make it as detailed as possible. Make sure that you put somewhere how they could reach you, whether it's Etsy or via email. Make sure you include that. I think that um, also customer service. So as soon as they reach out to you, try to reach out to them as fast as you can. That usually does help with closing out sales. You wouldn't believe how many sales I close out. Like I'll get like out of 10 emails per day, if I respond to all of them, like 7 buy on the spot. And these people already email me and probably like 5 other shops because people want everything now. So the faster you respond, the quicker the sale you might close out on. And I know it could be hard with a full-time job. I have a baby, I have a full-time job, I have my full-time business. I have so much going on. So I totally understand, but Etsy does have the Etsy seller app. So you could download that to your phone, and when you get a respond, you could save a snippet on your notes or something, and you could have the same respond like, hey, yes, I would love to do your order, please go ahead and place it, something like that, and then kind of tweak it to that conversation. And that will also help you with your sales. So other than that, your about me section is good. I feel like you've done a really good job. Maybe add a little bit of story of like how you got started, what's your passion. That will be like my only suggestion. You do have beautiful pictures, but you don't have anything written. So I would say, I got into selling this because I have a dog and I love dressing up my dog. Whatever your story is, people want to read that. People want to relate to that. It's something that I need to start doing more often as well. So you need to put your story here, and then on your Instagram account, you need to talk about yourself at least once a week. You need to put a post talking about who you are, what your passion is, why you started Etsy. Maybe have a picture of you with your doggy or a picture of yourself only, switch it around. So not every week is the same picture with the same story, but have the same story but a different picture every week. But I highly recommend it to do it. One of my good friends, she has over 150,000 Instagram followers, and she was telling me the biggest thing that she did to drive tons of traffic was telling her story once a week. And I was like, God, I have to challenge myself to do that as well. It could be hard with having to do so much stuff when you're Etsy shop, and now you got to do all your social media on top of that. But in the long run, if it's going to grow your business, grow your brand, grow yourself, why not do it? Especially when it's just curating it the first time will be a lot, but then after that, just copying and pasting and using the same story. So it's not too bad. Um, Other than that, I think that your Etsy shop is super cute. My takeaways for you would be one, maybe add the first picture with a dog. What I would say is that you could play around with this tool. Let me get it for you. I forgot what it's called, but I know someone that did it and they swear by it. So I'm actually doing it this weekend. And let me see. I believe this is what it is. What? Oh, this is what it is. So Wodify is a service that you pay between, I believe it's $5 to $30. And what they do is that they take your first two pictures. So let's say here you have a picture of your dog with a bandana, and this is your second picture. So they take your picture and they basically show picture one, picture one, picture two. And within a 30-day span, they tell you, like analytics reporting, like they give you all the information. They tell you which picture did better. Did the picture with the bandana by itself did good? Or did the picture with the bandana on the dog did better? So when they had the dog picture in the front, did you get more clicks on that one? Or did you get more clicks when they had the picture of the regular bandana like you have it now? It's really, really cool. I've gotten really, I have like 3 people that tried it and they loved it. I even suggested it for someone else that wanted an Etsy critique about their pictures, and they said it has been like their sales have increased because it's literally telling them which picture is better, what pictures driving people to click on. They switch all their pictures, and now it could have been coincidence, but their sales increased by $300 that month just from switching pictures. So they didn't do SEO. It wasn't like anything. I wasn't like a full critique I did for them. I just recommended this because I know someone personally that uses it for their store, and they told me about it. I've never heard about it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna share that with people because if it works, then why not? So I would try something like that if you wanted to experiment with pictures. Um, the second thing was do your SEO again. Um, Make sure that you do low competition, and like the yellow ones will be medium. Make sure that they're under 5,000 listings. That way you're not competing with too many as well. And then what I would do is rewrite my listing description. But overall, honestly, I don't think that you have that much major work, even though SEO and listing description, it is major because that's how you get majority of your traffic besides the pictures. But other than that, I mean, you've done an exceptional job. You have your feature images. So yeah, I mean, I love your store. I think it's very, very cute. I will even put up here your hours. Like I have my store hours, like when they could reach me. I make it see, I always tell customers, I check my emails. I'm closed Saturday and Sunday. I mean Sunday, but I check my emails Monday through Sunday. So if there's something urgent and they need my sales, I will always respond, or I will respond as soon as I can. And people appreciate that. I mean, I've gotten people that say, hey, I know you're closed at 5, but I saw that you always respond. I was wondering, do you think I could order this and have it by Monday? And if it's something simple, like I know that I could do it and I'm not too busy, I'll go out and respond. Why not? It's a sale. I'm not going to just be like, oh no. I mean, I want the sale and I want to grow and I want to provide customer service. So maybe have something with your hours, your policy. Like I open from this to this day. I always check my email. So if it's urgent or anything that you need, please feel free to reach out to me and I will do my best to reach out. Something like that. But you could definitely add that in there. But other than that, I mean, it's really, really a cute shop. I don't, you know, see anything else that you need to change. Another thing that you could do, just in case, when you click on a listing right here, oh, for some reason, okay, right here, you'll see that it says 177 reviews. You always see you will also see how many people favor your item. That's a quick way that would tell you what people are responding to and what people are not responding to. So that's a quick way to kind of check. So you'll have to, obviously, like I'm doing now, I'm trying to find one. You can look at one that you know particular that is very popular and kind of go back and see how many people liked it or favored it. And lastly, I didn't mention this, but it's important. And this goes to what I'm talking about now. I will add a call to action, right? So I will add something like at the end right here that says, favorite this item by pressing here, and then have like an arrow pointing here. Favorite this item by pressing here, so you could get or don't say anything else. Just say favorite this item by clicking here. The reason I say that is because I don't know if you noticed lately, now you get notifications from other shops. So whenever a shop puts you'll get it here. I've gotten a couple of them actually. Whenever a shop so I don't have it now, but because I checked all of them. Whenever a shop like puts something on sale or they have new items, you will get a little notification that says pause with style, just adding new items. So that's like a way to drive traffic back to your shop. So make sure, and then you can also, like myself, I could click here and view all my favorites, like anything I have favored before. So people do go back and look at stuff that they favorite because maybe they didn't want to buy it at that moment because they were kind of browsing and trying to find the best one that they liked or trying to get options. So it is to your favor to add that, because the more people favor your items, one, it works better for you for Etsy and boosting your ranking, and then two, that means that person has your particular item saved in their board. So maybe later on they'll be like, oh, I want to go buy it. Or they see it and they forgot about it. They're like, oh, I did mean to buy that. So just something else that you could do. So let's go ahead and move on to your accounts really quick. So let's see. So that's your account there. Sorry, I got too many windows open right now. I'm going crazy. So this is your Facebook account. I think it's cute. You are, everything is cohesive. You have your same timeline. You have your little logo. Yeah, it's a little cut off here, but it doesn't look as bad. It's not too bad. You can always go to, I leave all the links on the text box on the video. If you click on it, it'll show you all the links. You could go to fiverr.com and have someone create you a really nice logo. You could send them all these pictures and they could put it together for you. And they could size it up for you for, let's say, for Twitter or Facebook, for your website, for wherever you want to add, they could create different sizes for you. And it's cheap. You could get someone to do it for $5, which is not bad. You did post today, which is amazing. Good job. Keep posting every day. I say try to do a post every single day. Also, when you're posting, I like this because it's fun and you got pictures of your doggy. I will also do, if I were you, branding, like stuff about yourself, like who you are, and it is really nice to build that credibility. I do think that you have a really nice aesthetic look, like it looks good, it's cohesive, like all the colors are pretty. So I love this one, by the way. I saw that earlier. I thought it was so cute. So all of these are really good, actually. You do a good job. Now, I will say with Facebook, I have like a love and hate relationship with Facebook. If you run ads with Facebook, like let's say you want to increase this here, your like page, I would recommend doing page likes. And you could like spend, I don't know, you could do like a budget of $50 a month and just run an ad that you target people that have dogs, people that maybe live in your city. You don't have to do city because it's Etsy, and if you sell nationwide in the US, then just do US. If you sell international, do it international. But you could target people just in the US that have dogs, that are young, that whatever, that love dogs, love pages of dogs, and you do that. So now you're finding targeted people that are gonna go back to your Facebook page and like your page. And that's nice because then those people, when you start putting postings, they will visit your Etsy shop. That's a great way to grow it. Now, if you're doing just posting, in my opinion, Facebook sometimes it is a waste of time unless you have a large following or you grow in your following, because Facebook only shows your post to like 10% of the people that follow you. So it's really, really hard to get found organically on Facebook, to be honest, unless you're spending money. That's just the honest truth. Do I say to have a Facebook page? Yes, because the first thing I do when I'm looking for a business, if I don't know their website, I look for them in Facebook. I don't go to Instagram or Pinterest. I always think of Facebook. So you do want to keep the Facebook. It's still a large place that people network. But my recommendation is don't waste so much time on growing it unless you're going to spend money on it. Like, don't be like posting 5 posts per day. Unless you're driving so many traffic, then I would say, yeah, do at least 3 per day, especially if you're buying the traffic, because then it's worth doing all that work. But other than that, you do have a cute shop. Just to let you know, you could integrate your Etsy shop here. I have a video of that in my YouTube channel that you could put a little tab here and it says Etsy. You could also integrate your Instagram and your Pinterest in here. I'm going to do in the future Instagram installation, how to do it. And I'm gonna do a Pinterest one as well in the next month. So just stay tuned for that. But for now, you could watch the Etsy one, and you could put in the Etsy tab here. And that way, when people are shopping, they don't have to leave Facebook. They can actually shop directly from your store. Now, I do believe that someone tried to do it, and when I did it, it didn't give me an issue, but they did give them an issue because they don't have more than 2,000 likes. So if that's the case, you might not be able to, but I would try just in case. Because with Facebook, they're constantly changing stuff. So last month, it could have been that, and this month, they could have just opened it for anyone. But I do have the tutorial. It takes like 10 seconds to do. So I will at least try it. If not, once you grow your Facebook page, you know that you can add a tab. Now, for Instagram and Pinterest, I don't believe you need to have any limitations on how many likes you have. So just in case. Now, Pinterest... oh, sorry, this is my Pinterest account. So let me go to yours. Pinterest, I mean, I can't tell you enough. Pinterest is the place to do it. Is the place that you want to be in when it comes to Etsy and people buying. I would create a little tag on the profile. When you go to edit profile, you can put a little tag here. Make sure that you put your keywords. Pet bandanas or pet accessories. Whatever keywords you're using in your store, put them there. That would drive more traffic organically. Also, pin every single day. I have done this account. This is my account that I just did 3 months ago. I started really working on it hard. This is while being pregnant, giving birth, and not really having that much time. I have grown the account to 238,000 monthly views. Last month in July, I finished with 910 clicks from Pinterest. It went from like 100 to like 300 to like 600 and then like 900 in like the last couple months. Before me doing Pinterest or really working hard on Pinterest, I was possibly getting maybe 3 clicks per month on Pinterest if I got lucky. So what I do, I have a video what I do exactly. But basically what you want to do is just pin every single day as much as you can. If you end up pinning other people's products like I do 1/3 of it and I put it on the bottom. The reason why I pin other people's product is because that's what's helping me drive more traffic, and therefore hopefully those people will click here and go to my Etsy shop. But it does work. It's working for me. So just make sure that you put all your boards on the top. And then if you repin anybody else's items, don't repin stuff that's very similar to yours, but you want to make sure you pin stuff that's relevant to yours. So you could do pet beds or other accessories that maybe you don't sell, so you don't have to compete, but that other people sell that are for pets, and you could put them down here, and that will help you drive more traffic to your store. So therefore, they might click on the link or click one on your boards. You've done a great job with separating them. And then what you want to do is repin. So you know how you have 4 pins here? Repin those 4 back again. And then repin them back again. Keep doing it. Even if you already have the pin there. The purpose of Pinterest, if you don't know what you're doing, pin. If you don't know, if you did enough, pin again. That's what I tell people. Just pin. The more you pin every day, the more chances of people finding your products and then going viral. You could use something like Tailwind, which is a tool that automatically repins for you throughout the day, and they repin it at the best time that people are actually researching for looking for stuff. So you could use something like that if you don't want to do it. I didn't do it with that. I did it manually every day, 15 minutes every day. I just go in and do it. So just up to you, but great job at doing it. I mean, so far it looks really pretty. You've done a really good job with it. I would just my suggestion would be add more pins, repin your items as well. And when you do, let's say you do a board here that says pets accessories and you have other people's things, put some of yours in there as well. Like mix it up. But yeah, great job at your Pinterest account. And let's go look at your Instagram. Great job. You got you got this here, so great job. I don't know if you saw my video or if you already had that there. That's amazing. You got your Etsy shop, you got Facebook, you got Pinterest. So that's great. You could even have a contact me, or what a lot of people do to collect newsletters is that they'll have one here that says get your free code, get 10% off or 15% off, and they click on it and it takes them to like a landing page where you could put your email, and then they put their email and it says click here to shop, and then that page takes them to Etsy. You could do something like that and start collecting emails. That way later when you add more stuff, you could send an email to your massive list, and then that's how you make a lot of money. So email is the money's in the email list. So if you have the time, I would read on creating, making, I will read on more on how to get emails from people, because eventually it's harder to retain a new customer, but it's easier to maintain the customer you have. It's harder to get a new one. So I will work on that. But I mean, you did a good job with this. I love your pictures again. Like I said, I think that they have a nice flow. I would do a little bit more branding of who you are. But I mean, this is so. I mean, look at that. That's adorable. I mean, people like your stuff. You see how you're getting a lot of likes. People are commenting. That's awesome. What I would do is comment to, when people take time to leave a comment, respond back. Um, it just shows effort from your end, and then people like that. And then what you want to do is that those people that commented maybe go to their pictures and like their pictures, and that's how you grow your Instagram followers. For instance, I'm one of those people that I'll go to my, like anybody that like one of my pictures, I go back and like their pictures, and I leave genuine comments on their pages, and I try to comment back on every single picture, even if it's with an emoji. I try to respond back, or if somebody says I like it, be like, hey, I have this, I have it in different colors. Make sure you stop by my Etsy shop, click on the bio link to view just kind of like do a call to action, like click here. Always tell them what to do. Like tell them, make sure you click on the bio so you can look at the different ones that I have, or I have some new ones. What I would suggest is maybe on your Instagram, you could have we're actually doing a giveaway coming soon, or share your photo with a hashtag that's really cute, stuff like that. Tags, you need to have tags all the time. Whenever you post on Instagram, have your tags. Another thing to keep an eye on is using tags that are too competitive. It's almost like SEO but on Instagram. So this tag is good because not too many people use it. So therefore, it's not as competitive. But if you have a tag that says here 1 million, by the time your picture comes here, like they say most recent is up here, within 10 seconds that picture starts pushing all the way in the bottom, because too many people are using that tag. So for instance, today's Friday, so if we look up hashtag Friday, so I'll give you an example. Let's see if it works for me, because sometimes, so you see this picture here, right? This is most recent. So somebody just did this picture, let's say 5 seconds ago. So if you give it like a minute, I haven't even given the minute, but if you give it a minute and you refresh the page, that picture, what's the pizza? Where did it go? It was right there, right? 2 seconds ago. Now it's down here. Look at that. Within 10 seconds, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 people put a picture up. This is what happens when you use those keywords like hashtag Friday or hashtag dogs or hashtag love that have over 59 million posts. When you do that, a lot of people think, oh, the more popular the hashtag, the more traffic I get. No, it's the opposite. If it's very popular, by the time you put the post, it'll get dumped somewhere in the bottom feed somewhere, so nobody really got a chance to see it. If you use a hashtag that is not too competitive, you will stay on the top longer, and the more people that comment on your picture and like your picture, then eventually it could be even put up here on the feature, and that means that a lot of people interacted with that picture, so therefore you get on the feature spot, which is the best spot to be at, and then you drive even more traffic. But look, if I was to refresh the page, this is the most current one right now. I've been talking for like 40 seconds. Is gone. You see, there's already, where's that picture at? Look at that. Like, it's, I don't even know where it's at now. See, it's not up here. See, is where is that? Let's look for the pizza actually. Where's the pizza one? Pizza one is probably somewhere in the bottom. But this is, oh, right here, you see? I think that was the one, right? But anyways, you get my point. It keeps pushing and pushing the picture down. So by the time, you know, somebody saw it, did they really see it? Probably not. So I wouldn't use keywords that are too, like there's a picture there of like, I don't know what that is, a tree. I wouldn't put keywords that are too competitive because within seconds, you see? Look at that. All these new pictures came up already. So that picture of that tree is pushed down. I don't even know where it's at because, oh, it's right here. See it? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24, 18, 24, 28, whatever, 26. Look at how many pictures, like more than 30 pictures already popped up within 10 seconds. So that's what I'm trying to explain. It's too competitive. So you want to use hashtags that are not that competitive. But you've done a really good job with your Instagram. You could also do style stock images. I will put a link below. So if you wanted to change this up or say hello August, but have like a cute little background, there's a company that I work with. It's called Style Stock Society. And they have beautiful images. This is where I get majority of my pictures from. So like this one or stuff like this. And you could put like little overlays on top of them if you want. And these are really nice to for days that you don't have pictures, so you don't want to be repetitive with the same pictures of your bandanas. You could do stuff like this, like, and then this could be a tag that says "Follow Me Friday" or um, I got some that I celebrate. Like this is celebrating whenever I got additional sales. So I will leave the link below. But other than that, I mean, I think you're doing an overall excellent job. Your store is very, very cute. And then my suggestion were just the SEO and all the other little tips that I gave you for social media. So if you like this video, please support your girl by giving her a like and subscribing to my channel. Thank you again, Dania, for letting me do a review of your Etsy shop. And thank you everyone for watching. Bye-bye.